And we're back. I've been sent back in time. How many more times do I have to repeat? Same time over and over again, with no effort. How in the world do I get out of this loop? Yep, there's the pizza. This too is the usual. What shall we do this time? Talk to someone or act freely to consider who to talk to. So you talk to someone. What about her? I don't know who she is. Let's find out. Oh, Magasu. Okay, that's who it is. Okay. Maybe she's familiar with these things. Magasu is a person of character, so much so that Hakunin calls them master. I don't know how to deal with this. Well, I already know how to deal with it. Maybe she's still in her room. I don't recall seeing her at this hour. Oh! Let's go to Sonia's room then and see what she has to say. Sonia! She's not here, huh? I can't just walk into her room without permission. Okay, what about Magasu? Went to Magasu's room. What? Okay. She's having fun with Hakunin. There's something I need to discuss with. Whoa! Magasu was completely naked, without a stitch of clothing. On top of that, Hakunin was sleeping peacefully next to her. This is obviously after the fact. The traces of amorous intercourse wetting Megasu's crotch to make it palpable. Look, I'm sorry, but I'll have to talk to you later. As you can see, I'd like to give Hakunin some more rest. Yeah. I left Megasu's room still. Yeah. Alright. Well, we already talked to her anyway, and she gave us the idea of the items. So, we need to go around and ask everyone about said items. So we are here on the next loop. Alright, know anything about the items? I believe Ilias could make such a thing. Well, whether she's involved in this or not is another story. Do you know about the item? Rumi shook her head from side to side. Nothing useful. Do you know about the item? Do you think me, an imp, would know something like that? I didn't get anything useful. Know anything about the item? I don't know. As expected. Gob, you know anything about the item? Yes, I'll take the pizza. You know anything about the item? I've never heard of such a tool. Heard anything about the idol? I don't know much about that kind of thing. Why don't you ask Vanilla? Vanilla, do you know about the idol? Oh my! Such items exist? I'd love to have it for sale. No use. Do you know about the item? Cute, 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 cute! I don't know what she's talking about. Do you know about the item? I don't know about any difficult things. Ask my sister. Do you know about the item? Death and rebirth all over again? I don't know. It sounds like a phoenix, but I don't know anything about it. Do you know anything about the item? I've never heard of such an item. Do you know about the item? Funny item. Never heard of it. Do you know about the item? Even if I had something like that, I could sell it for a lot. If you find it, give it to me. Do you know about the item? That kind of creepy item? Of course I don't know about that. I figured. Do you know about the item? Ow. I'm not interested in things I can't eat. Do you know about the item? Oh, I skipped her. What'd she say? I don't know anything about such an item. Yeah. Or I wouldn't know anything about that. I figured. Do you know anything? Never heard of it. Do you know anything? She says she's never heard of it. Have you heard of the idol? I know, it's a statue. It's the statue of time travel, right? How'd you know, Ashel? You know things. How come you don't know about it, young lady? It's probably the most famous treasure in the pirate world. The legendary secret method obtained by Captain Celine. It's the one from Adventures in the Great Trench. Oh, that's it. Come think of it, I read a book about that in a pirate book. Navy warship closing in on the Celine during salvage. In the midst of this desperate crisis, Captain Celine has a plan. That's why you should ask Captain Celine herself. I don't know if she still has it, but hey. I guess you'd already know. We already got this from you, but still. Tool that repeats time? How would I know anything about that? Yeah, and then it repeats from here. So that means you would probably know about it, right? Do you know anything about the item? I don't know. I'm not familiar with such an item. Huh. I figured if it had anything to do with Captain Celine, you'd know. Since you were a former member of her crew. I don't know. I'm not really interested in that kind of treasure. No, it's like a whale girl I know said. I heard that there's an item in the Great Trench that can turn back time. With a lack of concrete information, I wouldn't call it useful. Yeah, I'm just surprised Leviathan knows nothing about it. Alright, so someone's turning back the time because they regret something. And the item is Celine's statue. I'll do a few later, Sphinx. Know anything about this item? Searching for data. No match in existing treasure database. What about you? An item to repeat time. If it rings a bell, I got it. I've heard a rumor back in the days of the Holy War. I don't know where it is now. I don't have much interest in it. Is there anyone else who knows about the treasure? Scholars? Or a pirate? Yep, it's all pointing towards Celine. For that, we ended up with a dead end as far as the regrets, although it was interesting talking to everyone. Do you know anything about the item? I'm not familiar with treasures. I wonder if there are any experts on such items. What about you? Never heard of it. I've never seen anything like it in my treasure room either. What about you? Of course she has no idea what I'm talking about. What about you? I don't know anything about that. I don't even know who I am. Nothing useful. What about you? I don't know. You should ask someone in the know about stuff like that. How about pirate? They're always talking about treasure. What about you? A tool that repeats time. Looks like you've gotten into some serious business. I'm sorry, but I have no idea. If I had known about such a useful item, I would have gone for it for sure. Such a boring item, it's like a torture device. What's that? I don't know. I've never heard of that, at least not in our time. Ask the people of this time period about this time period. I don't know, man. For that kind of thing, you should get an expert. I have no idea. There's a whole lot of money in this world. I've never heard of such an item. Even if there was, I don't want it. An item that can turn back time and start over. Alas, humans don't easily desire such tools. Ah! What? Do you remember something? No, I don't. Obviously, you had an idea. But the way you're... but it feels like she wouldn't answer even if I asked. I'll step down this time, but if it becomes deeply involved with the situation, I'll ask again. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about this. That sounds suspicious, but I couldn't get any information. A long time ago, Ilias was working on something like that. Please don't ask any more from me. Nothing useful. Turning back time? No matter how much you break it, it goes back to normal. Nothing useful. Although terrifying implications. I don't know. Why don't you ask Ilias? I don't know. I don't even want an item that looks to the past. I don't know. I don't need that. Alright. Do you know anything about the item? Yeah, she's not listening. Do you know about the idol? Oh my. In the whole wide world, such an idol. It's truly a treasure beyond human comprehension. What about you? You know about the idol? Rewind, is it? When it comes to someone with such a transcendent powers... No. I can think of one person, but that's the administrator of our world. Nothing useful. But interesting. An item that turns back time. Come to think of it, I remember seeing it in forbidden books. It's only hearsay. It's a legendary treasure. I'm not even sure it really exists. I'm sure you know Sphinx, don't you? That person is also a great demon who lived in the Age of Legend. Well, we've already asked Sphinx, and she didn't say anything. Alright, Mephisto, you know a lot. Have you heard about such a thing? I've heard rumors of such an idol. Someone salvaged it from the deep sea. Probably some kind of pilferer. Why don't you hit up the bad guys? What do you mean didn't get useful information? That's perfectly useful. That's a solid lead. Luca. It's just nothing new. We already know we need to talk to Celine. Alright, let's go solve Sphinx's riddle. Hopefully. Alright, let's solve your riddles. Alright. The first one is the top one. One-third. Both are the same. Let's try that. Oh, why do you think that? I couldn't give a satisfactory reason. I'm sorry, but that's not a satisfactory answer. I guess it's also tactless to test people with unanswered questions. However, you seem to have fought harder than expected. I'm not sure what to make of this. I failed to answer Sphinx's question. There's no particular penalty, but it's kind of frustrating. Is it impossible to answer that last one? Well, anyway. We got people to ask about the items. Do you know anything? I've never heard of that. I wonder if such an item even exists. Well, Celine's in here. Might as well ask her. An item that repeats time? I might be a misunderstanding, but you mean the statue of turning back time, right? You know about it? Yes, it's a treasure I once had. It was a lot of work to salvage it from the Great Trench. The trench is called the Goddess Trash Dump. Some twisted treasure was lying there, all sorts of things. I need it. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me at the moment. It's still on the ghost ship Serene. No, maybe the Beelzebub and the others have it. You'll have to keep asking around. Alright. Ask the Beelzebub. Do you know about treasures? I don't know what such an item would be. I don't think I want to get my hands on it either. Or that badly. Do you have any idea? There are strange tools in this world, aren't there? Huh. I think I heard a rumor about the sea. Only vague information. What about you? Do you know anything? Moles that come out of the ground die rather quickly. They don't die from exposure to sunlight, but from starvation, it seems. By the way, I also get weakened when exposed to sunlight. Even if I'm not exposed to it, I get weaker. Nothing useful. Not even related. Hey, you're a bandit to know anything about any treasures. Bandits have no connection to hidden treasures. They take the belongings of travelers and merchants on the road. Compared to pirates, it's not very romantic. Well, what's a pirate but a sea bandit? Do you know anything about such items? I've never heard of it. Tomorrow someone would know more about it, but she's not here. What about you? I wish I had a tool like that. What about you? Oh, I don't know. Nothing useful. What about you? Doesn't seem to ring a bell. You? Nothing useful. Nothing useful. You? No, I haven't heard of something like that. What about you? I think I'm a top-notch witch, but this is a new one for me. If it exists, it's probably not an ordinary witchcraft item. Never heard of such an item. Power beyond human comprehension. It's no half-baked treasure. Have you heard of such an item? In this world, there are tools and spells that defy world reason. I'm sorry, but there's nothing a mere old woman can do to help you. Do you know anything? I've heard of that somewhere. Something about a department in the heavens that was researching such things. When the heavens collapsed, though, it was flattened. I guess it's gone now. Didn't get anything useful. Do you know anything? Oh no, it's a cold item. What about you? I don't know. I can only assume it's an act of God. Well, you are correct, it seems. Do you know Miss I fused with the White Rabbit? A tool of the gods. I know something that looks like a divine tool, but unfortunately, it's not from this world. In the first place, I am the resident of another world. If you wanted to be a tool of this world's logic, you should look elsewhere. You might know something. It seems like there was such a thing among the now lost treasures. I wonder if anyone else is familiar with the hidden treasure. Nothing useful. What about you? I don't know. If I find it, I want to keep it in this treasure chest. And you? Oh my, such a ridiculous tool. If it exists. I want it. Hey, if you find out anything, let me know. I already talked to Mephisto. Do you know anything about it? I'm just a village girl. How would I know about such an item? Alright, before we pick who we want to spend some time with, Sonia, are you in your room? What are you doing? Sonia, at this time of day. Ah, 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 ah. Oh, they're practicing their singing. Do 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 do. Go 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 go. Do go do. Go do go do go do go. Ho ho ho. Oh, wait, no, that's a bo 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 bo. Do 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 do. Go go go. Bone bone. Ga 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 yan. Garu, 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 garoon! Save me! Help me! So they're practicing in there. I better stay away. Okay. So they were practicing with Sonia, is what they were doing. You're looking at necklaces and jewelry a lot. Do you want them by any chance? You! Spent the day relaxing and playing with Naruko.